Hello, it's Erica and Julie again at the Rama Health Center. We're going to be doing some food demos today that will be focusing on the use of apples. So first off, we're going to make apple energy balls. So we're going to first of all add our third of a cup of diced apples. So you can pick any apples that you like. So you can dice them or grate them or chop them very finely, whatever works best for you. So we're going to add that into our bowl. Next, I'm going to add a third of a cup of almond butter. So feel free to substitute with peanut butter, or you can use the Wow butter as well if you don't want any peanut products. So I'm just going to add that in. Next, we're going to add a quarter of a cup of maple syrup, or you can also use honey as well if you prefer to use honey or you have that at home and not maple syrup. And then we have a teaspoon of vanilla that we'll add in. And then next we have our rolled oats. So this is just some quick cooking oats, and I'm going to add in, and there's a cup and a half of these. So I'm going to start mixing this together. So this batch here, which we will put the recipe on at the end of the video, it's supposed to make 15 energy bites. So depending on how big you make them, you might get a little bit less or a little bit more. Next I'm going to add in some cinnamon, so a teaspoon of cinnamon. And then we have a pinch of salt as well. So again, I'm just going to really mix this well to get a nice consistent mixture, and then once I feel like it's mixed well, I'm going to put it in the fridge for 30 minutes, and then it's easier to make the energy balls and they hold their shape better. So we'll be back in 30 minutes. Okay, so after keeping your energy ball batter in the fridge for about 30 minutes, you can pull it out and just give it a little stir. And then we're going to make our energy balls. So I just grabbed a regular spoon from the kitchen, for like a small spoon. If you have something else, feel free to use that. But keep in mind, this batter should make about 15 balls. So I'm just gonna fill my spoon generously there, and then I'm just gonna grab it in my hand and just squish it and roll it into a ball. And again, keeping it in the fridge for the 30 minutes helps keep the batter stuck together so it doesn't all crumble on you. So then we've got one there. Again, this is something that the kids could help out with and probably really enjoy doing. Just give it a little squeeze in your hands and then just roll it out. So all of these recipes will be available at the end of the video. And you can store these in your fridge just to keep them a little bit firmer. So then I think we'll probably get close to 15 with this batter. So this size looks about right. So again, if you want to just use a small spoon, that size seems to be pretty close to what you would need. Okay, so we hope you enjoy these recipes. So the next recipe we're going to be making with the apples is something called open-faced apple sandwiches. So this is just something fun that you can do at home, and we've put it in some bowls for different toppings. So I've taken an apple and I've sliced it, and then I used a knife, but if you have something better that's more circular, you can use it to take the core out. And then what we're going to do is pick a topping. So we'll start with one apple, and what they suggest is putting a piece of banana or a slice of banana in the center so that nothing falls through. And then I'm going to pick maybe some peanut butter. So this is just regular peanut butter. And I'm just going to cover the apple slice with the peanut butter. And I'm just going to cover the apple slice with the peanut butter. And you can use as little or as much as you like here. Again, this would be something maybe fun for the kids to participate in, if that's appropriate. So we've got our peanut butter one, with some bananas. You could maybe put a bit more banana on there if that's something that the kids like, or you could just stick to the one banana. Just set that one on here. The next one you may do might have some vanilla or strawberry yogurt. So we'll just take a spoon and just gently go around the apple. There's no right or wrong way to do this. And then on this one you might put some strawberry slices. Put that one here. And then that last but not least, I am gonna still put a piece of banana in the center of this guy. And then you could maybe put some cheese on here. Kids just like apples and cheese. And so those are just a couple different ways, or 3 different ways that you could make the open-faced apple sandwiches. Next, we're going to be making a sort of a twist on a grilled cheese sandwich. So we're going to have our traditional grilled cheese with our bread, and then we're going to use some cheddar cheese, and then I've just thinly sliced some apples. So feel free to use any of kinds of apples that you like, and you can even add a piece of ham in there if you like. For today, we're just doing the cheese and apples. So I'm just going to begin by buttering our bread. Probably about a teaspoon or so on each side. And I'm just gonna put some sliced cheese on there. So this is just cheddar cheese. And then I've thinly sliced, very, very thinly sliced some apples. And I'm just gonna put them on there. Go. Again, this is something that if the kids are old enough that they might be able to help out with. So I'm just going to add about a teaspoon or so of butter on the other side. You could also use margarine if you prefer margarine. And then I'm just going to cook up our grilled cheese and apple sandwich. Alright, so I'm just gonna flip the grilled cheese over carefully here. And I think we're probably another minute or so and our sandwich will be ready. Okay, so once your grilled cheese is already cooked through and the cheese is melted, I'm just gonna put this on a cutting board and I'll slice the grilled cheese in half. And then you can see the cheese is melted and the apples are in there nicely as well. And then you have an apple grilled cheese sandwich.